Oppenheimer's story is one of the most dramatic that I know of, and there are many, many aspects to what makes it so compelling. I just thought to take the audience there, to be there in that room with these people as they had to make these horrifying decisions that have defined the world we now live in. What a remarkable, dramatic event to bring the audience to.
I mean, it's an amazing thing that we all grew up, with this sort of Damocles like hanging over our heads, and like we don't think about it all the time.
It's too big to think about.
Yeah.
I think that idea of the pursuit of advancement, but at what cost, And yes, did this man create something to destroy the world, to try and save it? It's just such a big idea.
You could use it as an information age metaphor, but we're still in the nuclear age. You could talk about how cultures wind up hijacking their own constituencies to wage wars that have nothing to do with serving the public. I don't think there's anything new under the sun. I just think now you have this instant, digestible version of it where, and it's the other great thing about seeing the film. The film forces you into this kind of 3-hour contemplation that flies by because of the mastery of the filmmaking. But after it, and tell me if you felt this way, I was kind of like, I got some thinking to do. Oppenheimer is kind of the amalgam of every Chris Nolan movie ever, all of which have been leading to a statement as kind of profound as this, but it's still edge-of-your-seat entertainment. It was, it was crazy to be part of shooting it, and even crazier to watch it.
But the thing with Chris's film is that there's no monitors. You don't see. I hadn't seen a frame of the film until the first trailer, I think, and then I eventually got to see the film, and that actually is a far more satisfying experience, it's because you can actually watch it much more objectively, I think.
I think what Chris said to me, he said, we have to take all the handsome out of you. And I was like, yeah, no problem, let's go. Aren't we already heading there? Yeah, it was wild too, just seeing Cillian looks so haunted and seeing Josh Hartnett aged up, and you're kind of looking around. It was almost like, but again, that's the other thing is, as a purist, he was like, the least amount of makeup possible, let the camera and the performances do the work.
For me, it was a process of being able to put you in the room with all these other scientists and all these other people coming in and see how that would all come together.
Yeah, and we did like makeup tests and costume tests, and they were really, really interesting. And do you remember remember shooting one of the camera tests, or I can't remember, and I would just start doing the voice a little bit. Mm-hmm. I was a bit, and you were like, go on, just do the voice. And I don't even know if you were recording sound, but just getting it going.
No, we weren't, and that's the thing. I remember doing the same thing with Heath on The Dark Knight. Actually, it's just like using those mute tests where you just have a camera to just hear a little bit of the voice, hear a little bit, see the movement, see how this iconic figure. I mean, with him it was the Joker. With you, it was Oppenheimer. Like feel how the iconography is going to come together. Just give myself and the crew a little bit of a taste, so that we're not day one turning up and going, okay, what is it? It's a nice way to ease in, I think.